Hi, it's Chris Rue here, and I'm really looking forward to helping you become the leader that you want to be. Today, I wanted to recommend to you a book that can quickly help you identify your team, or your company's purpose. Many of you will know that at Parallax we specialise in helping organisations move away from hierarchical top-down ways of working towards becoming highly empowered, engaged and fulfilled workplaces that thrive on distributed leadership practices and a real focus on developing and supporting the whole person in the workplace. At the core of developing these next generation leadership practices is the identification, alignment and engagement with your personal, intrinsic purpose in being there. This helps make your work there much more relevant and meaningful, and so creates a more fulfilling and successful workplace for you. Next generation organisations have for a long time realised the need to motivate their workforce beyond the basic hygiene factors of salary and job continuity, though they do have their place. But the tools that hierarchical organisations have employed tend to have an extrinsic approach. By this I mean they are often cause and effect, and commonly use money as the tool. If I hit this target, I will get a commission. If I complete a certain number of activities, I will tick a box on an appraisal form. The challenge with this stick and carrot approach is that it has rather short-term effects, only motivates a certain number of people, and only works while it is visible and managed. Real motivation comes from within, when you decide to do something or follow through on something because it has personal meaning for you. So what would it be like if we could harness and align individuals' personal motivations with those of the team or the company? Not only is that space more powerful, it taps into the principle of discretionary effort, the willing giving of your time and labour, normally above and beyond what is expected of you. It is a more fulfilling space to come from. You are likely to enjoy your work more, as it has real meaning for you. So, what is this to do with this book? Well, it's called Find My Why by Simon Sinek. And one of the challenges with identifying purpose is that it is possible to get sidetracked down an ego-led tunnel of the bosses insisting that their purpose is the purpose of the company and that people just need to get on board with it. Or there are always other companies out there that you can go and work for. It's quite autocratic really when you hear it. Secondly, in trying to create a company purpose, especially with the above in mind, this can become a tortuous and arduous process with conversations around conflicting ideas going backwards and forwards and taking forever. This is often confused or confusing for people as purpose, mission and vision often get blurred. And mission and vision tend to be more extrinsic in terms of their nature, with measures for the organisation to achieve and operate against. These external factors often don't resonate with the majority of the workforce, as they're not really aligned to the individual's personal purpose, but often relate more directly to shareholders, to investors or senior leaders with personal benefits and interests. What Simon Sinek has done with this book is bring some sound insights to what really motivates people and creates a simple three-step process that can be applied to individuals or groups in a highly accessible manner that brings this swiftly into everyone's wheelhouse. This becomes the engine room for really gaining common ground, personal alignment and engagement among everyone in the business. As Simon says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So I urge you to read this pragmatic and practical how-to book to understand the process fully. But as a taster to help you find your why, consider this three-step process. It involves 3 conversations, which will create the building blocks for a highly relevant why statement. These why statements are comprised of 2 key components: the contribution element the organisation makes to the world, and the impact that that contribution has to the world. By identifying those 2 components through exploring real events and tapping into the real emotions associated with those stories, you can capture a route to the most accurate and uplifting version of your personal and organisational why. The first step in this 3 conversation process is to really get you into your personal space, tapping into the energy around why you were attracted to and joined the organisation. By tapping into and identifying your personal stories as to why you chose to work at this company, your stories will enable you to understand what you are most proud of about working for and within this organisation. And in sharing those, taps into that energy associated with those stories. So point 2, with the energy from this first conversation, you can now start to explore the specific contribution the organisation makes to the lives of others. This second step really starts to give you fodder in the form of short action phrases that speak directly to what the organisation does and wants to be known for. This also speaks to what is the essence of the organisation, its reason for being, and you've started to make this live with your initial stories. The third conversation puts the icing on the cake and expands or boosts the energy behind the why statement in identifying what the impact of those contributions that you've just discussed is on others, and what did it allow others to go on to do or be. The outputs of these 3 conversations will allow you to then build your own why statements, which everyone can align to, and you've shared your stories. Compared to processes in the past that we've operated with, this is both quick and more relevant. It is immediately accessible to as many people as you can spare to attend, and I recommend the more the merrier, as this process is incredibly bonding for the group. So if you are interested in identifying your purpose, bringing your team together and harnessing the combined energy around a common purpose, then this is the book for you, and I heartily recommend it. So the way to start with this is simply to go and buy the book. By the way, I'm not getting any recommendations or affiliations or anything as a result of recommendation. I just love the book. I think it's really, really good. It is a great practical guide, so I like practical books. It gives you a how-to, and it will give you the methodology you need, and therefore I heartily recommend it, as I say. I'd love to know how you get on with it. Let me know your stories. Let me know how you've applied it, and whether you've used it for yourself, because you can do it just for your own personal purpose, or with your team or your organisation. And if you found this helpful and would like to learn more leadership recommendations or tips and techniques, then do click the link below to get my free leadership training on chrisrue.com. As you know, I'm sharing a few of my tools and techniques over the years that I've picked up that will then help you become a more resilient and effective leader. In the meantime, let me thank you for watching. I wish you luck going forward with your leadership challenges, and thank you for letting me help you become the leader you want to be. Bye for now.